And then they went back to Colleen's parents to have corned beef and beans.
The whole meal plan of the evening seems very vague. So they were on their way to Chinese, and the sight of a service station distracted them. But then actually the whole glamour of petrol held them up on the forecourt. So then the proposing happens, and then they say, actually, let's not go and queue up with trays. Let's go and impose ourselves on a very strictly catered corned beef and beans evening, meaning that no one has quite enough corned beef and beans. It's typical of the thoughtlessness of the youth of today.
They're neither of them that bright, are they? She's launched a perfume, hasn't she?
Oh, yes.
Called Colleen, and then with a little cross after which... maybe a kiss, or maybe because she can't spell her own surname. I'm not sure which.
Yeah. Kalinex. Right, if I could interest you in an answer of some sort at some stage.
You can't really interest me in these people, unfortunately. They will do crazier and more miserable things in their lives than this, so I'm willing to believe it.
It definitely has a ring of truth about it.
I think it's possible.
So, I think, should we say true then? Yeah, let's say true.
I'm saying it's true, and I can tell you it is absolutely true. Yes, Wayne Rooney and Colleen McLaughlin did get engaged in a petrol station. Wayne was the perfect gentleman. He got down on one knuckle and made the sign for ring. It was all very romantic. Wayne then hid the ring inside a reheated chicken pasty, and when Colleen threw up, there it was in her lap. So to Lee's team, who have this to endure.
Pony's coming, watch it, man, Pony's coming, watch it, Pony's coming, closer, he gonna get you. Napoleon Bonaparte, Napoleon Bonaparte, you're finished before you can start, 'cause Boney, he never failed. Boney reason, better than a white man reason, track man, better than a black man, track man, stop running, give it away, Boney's coming.
There was a song called Boney. Not many people could carry that song off, and you can now add Rolf Harris to that list. So here is your related fact. Rolf Harris has chosen to be cryogenically frozen when he dies.
They look very similar, those two, don't they?
I'd say they look quite different, those two. If I'm honest, my honest reaction to that photograph is those two organisms look different.
They look like they're about to have a double game at table tennis.
Again, my reaction will be, they don't. It looks like a picture of a man and a dog. The man is famous, the dog is a non-entity.
This happened in Desperate Housewives.
Well, they froze someone.
An old lady froze her
Of course
husband,
she did, yeah.
and then there's a power cut.
Yeah.
Terribly smelly.
I saw a film called Desperate Housewives, and none of this happened in the film I saw. The thing is, though, if you cryogenically froze, the idea is that...
You can warm them up again.
Yeah, but this is
Well,
what I don't
what do you do with
understand, because when you defrost yourself, you're back to your original state when you went in, which is dead.
Walt Disney did have it done, hence the phrase Disney on ice.
And Paris Hilton. Paris Hilton is also...
Has she had it done already?
She's paid $150,000 already to the Alcohol Life Extension Foundation. So, Lee, any truth in this at all?
Hugh?
I actually think it probably is true.
I'm not sure, but I think no, maybe no.
Hung jury.
I would say that... I think it's a lie. That's what I think.
And I can tell you it is a lie.
Please.
It is completely untrue. Rolf Harris has not chosen to be cryogenically frozen when he dies. As befits the star of Animal Hospital, he's going to be tearfully put down and buried in a shoebox. So at the end of that round, it's Lee's team who are oozing with confidence, leading as they are 4-2. Onwards into round 3 then, and the confusingly titled This Is My. Each of Lee's team will claim to have a connection with tonight's mystery guest, but only one is telling the truth. The good news for David's team is they therefore have a 33% chance of success. The bad news is that means failure is the more likely outcome. So please welcome tonight's special guest person, Amanda. So Lee, what is Amanda to you?
This is Amanda, and she is a woman who gave my dog mouth-to-mouth resuscitation after it was run over by a car.
Eamon, perhaps you'd like to explain your relationship with
Well, as you
Amanda?
can see, this is the lovely Amanda, who I know because she was Angelina Jolie's double in Tomb Raider.
And finally, Hugh, what's Amanda to you?
This is Amanda. We came third in last year's Goodwood Pantomime Horse Dash.
So that's the choice. A canine rescuer, according to Lee, a Hollywood stunt woman, if we believe Eamon, or half a pantomime horse, of which Hugh was the other half. So David's team, your witness.
Lee, where did your dog get into difficulties?
You say difficulties. It was hit by a car, so it was...
Right.
We were on a common near my house, and I let the dog go in the common. He ran out into the road. I went out to chase after him, obviously, and he ran into the road, hit my car, and...
What, the car punched him?
No, he was, he was hit, and he was out, and luckily Amanda came along and said, hang on, wait a minute, please. He was lying there, and he was motionless, and then Amanda came over and said, can I help you? I said, well, you could have helped by not driving so fast. And then we got over that bit, and she said she felt guilty, so I thought, you know what it's like, you've killed a dog, the least you can do is stick your lips over his nose and mouth and blow.
Amanda was driving the car.
She drove the car that hit him, yeah, and she got out the car to help.
And you kept in touch with the lady who killed your dog?
She didn't kill it.
Oh,
Wait for the end of the
she
story.
did?
There's a happy ending.
Oh,
Right.
good.
That little dog looked at me, looked up like that. After a few minutes of blowing, she was using the nostrils, playing it like a recorder. All right, that bit's not true. Right. And at first, nothing, just the cheeks were bellowing like that. I said, harder, Amanda, harder. And one big almighty and I saw his little ribs, because he was a greyhound, so you could spot every little bit of windy movement.
Yeah.
Just rise gently.
All right.
And then there was a cough and a splutter. That was mainly her, disgusting breath. And then the dog just looked up at me and said,
Said,
I've
hello,
almost...
now I can speak.
No, he said,
This lady has blown her soul into me. You're wise now. And then the dog got in the car and drove off. What was the make of car?
it was a Dalmatian. Oh, car. It was a grey car, I remember that, because I remember thinking, that's ironic, my dog's black and white, combine that and you got a grey car.
Greyhound.
You said greyhound.
It was. Half greyhound, half Dalmatian.
Want to try cross-examining any others?
Sorry, Goodwood Pantomime Horse Dash. Those, I haven't heard those words together before.
Well, essentially, it is a pantomime horse race.
And is that an annual event?
Yeah. And it's at Goodwood.
How did you and Amanda end up in the same horse?
Because Amanda is a friend of my wife, and it was therefore safe for me to be with Amanda.
Who was front, who was back?
I was back.
Were you bookie's favourite to win?
I'm not sure there was much betting on it, to be honest.
Who did win?
Damon Hill.
He was in a car, though.
Eamon, how do you know Amanda if she's Angelina Jolie's body double?
So I have this thing for Angelina Jolie. Not being able to get close to Angelina, didn't return my calls, my letters, anything. I read about Amanda being Angelina's stunt double.
Where did you read about this?
Oh, everywhere. It was well publicised.
I mean, I remember, yeah.
It made 5 minutes on my Saturday Morning 5 Live radio programme. It was very good. Very good interview to be able to talk and meet up with the woman that would be the nearest I would get to Angelina Jolie.
So what kind of stunts did she do then?
Well, she jumps a lot. As a matter of fact, if you watch closely,